This is Dennis Peacock with another edition of Great Issues of Our Day on the Transforum. Environmentalism, economics, and political agendas. We've talked about this before, but with Copenhagen having just occurred and all that has come out of that, we need to touch it again and will be again and again. The question or the principle is economic policy must be built on honest research. There's a no-brainer. We've talked about economics and skewed information, lies, damn lies, and statistics. Well, guess where else it showed up? It showed up when a bunch of hackers cut into the major think tanks, so to speak, in England for global warming. Now, allegedly, we are supposed to be able to trust the experts, their agendas, their research, etc., etc. But because the environment, not that it necessarily should have been assimilated or taken over by the left's agenda, the environment is every bit as legitimate concern and should be an agenda for the conservatives as well, although it has not, at least up to this point in time. It's linked itself with the left, and to some degree with the radical left. And my own opinion on that is it's that same nagging anti-Western historical group that hates materialism, quote unquote, is antagonistic to the business, and interestingly enough, loathes, or at least appears to loathe, the system that pays their salaries. The Western economic system is what finances that research. Now, the third world recently at Copenhagen made a whole set of demands for reparations against the U.S. for polluting the environment, as if we knew. And by the way, my attitude to that one was, okay, if you want environmental reparation, all you have to do is pay back all the billions of dollars that we put into the countries in any event. Now, that's tongue-in-cheek, but I was exasperated and amazed that they would have the gall to come back and demand reparations when they've been living off the charity, so to speak, and the investment of the West. Now, most troubling to me is a recent edict coming out by Lisa Jackson, President Obama's head of the EPA, executive branch of the government, the environmental agency that oversees the environment for the presidential level, and wants to give the EPA the power to set environmental limits without having to go through Congress. That is going to be a disaster if that happens, because it's affecting the economy on such a profound level that those kinds of choices should be taking place on a representative government level. In other words, in Congress, not from some political appointee and their administrative edicts. Now, we're aware that cap and trade and all that goes with that is already being resisted. Now, obviously, I think everybody that I know that's sane wants to see environmental pollution dealt with. But it's got to be dealt with at a speed that doesn't throw us into a total depression and exacerbate where we now are. What's driving this? It isn't just the environment, folks. It's again this visceral, gut-level, anti-Western philosophy that has been committing suicide and committed against the history of Judeo-Christian Western civilization. The rejection of the Western culture is the driving force that is making environmentalism so challenging to so many people who legitimately value it. Where's this going? Click the link below, Strategic Vision. Bless you.